welcome the ladies of Her, Camila Gray and Leisha Hailey. What's up, ladies?
What's happening?
How are you?
We're good.
Good. I'm so happy to have you guys here. We're big fans of your music, of you guys. You're so cute and sweet and lighthearted. I love that stuff. My mom this morning, because when we have a guest on, what we'll do is we'll also put it on our private Facebooks and just say, hey, this is who's coming on. You know, do you have any questions for our friends and family? And my mom's like, I don't have a question, but just let them know I can watch the Human Nature video every day. Totally. My mom's P-flag, awesome. Dude.
That's amazing.
My mom is so...
She totally is.
Great. So, like, you guys heard, because you're in the studio, I call you guys, her. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of, like, speculation and, like stuff about the name because it's hard to pronounce.
It's the worst. We didn't think that one through, I think, upon naming ourselves. At all. We didn't understand the... just the sheer idiocy of it. No, I'm kidding.
I like it because you kind of have to, like, think about it. You know what I mean? Are you guys, I mean, there's speculation that you would change it at some point. And everyone calls you UHH.
No, we're trying to evolve it.
Is that what
slowly,
it's called?
Well, yeah, into UHH. You know.
Yeah. Or just,
or whatever anyone wants to say. Anything that's a little bit easier to say than her.
But are you guys okay? So, but if you change it, then it changes everything.
I know we've been told not to do it.
Don't do it.
With trademark, it's like a whole thing. It's also a whole financial thing too. To change your name, it's really kind of like
and really all your packaging
exactly.
and
it's
just
a bit of a
keep
pain
it.
in the boom.
Just be like the new 90210 when it started as Beverly Hills 90210. And speaking of names, a question that we got so much from fans is about your name, Camila.
Yes.
About your last name.
How it was chosen.
How it was chosen and changed.
Here we go. My last name came from a complete fluke. I was supposed to join Screen Actors Guild because I used to sing in movies. And so when I was joining, they tell you to put your real name down. And so I did. And they said, oh, that's already taken. It literally was taken. So they said, pick another name.
Was she an actress?
I don't know. I guess.
We should look her up.
It's a Screen Actors.
We should look her up and go to her house and beat the shit out of her.
So
I wonder if she's any good.
In college, people called me, there was a guy that called me Red, and there was a guy that called me Gray. Because I guess I was in a really bad mood for 5 years in Boston.
The weather in Boston can do that to you.
I had seasonal depression. It has nothing to do with my family name. My mom's maiden name is Fraser. It absolutely is kind of one of those things that I was like, oh, well, it's going to be that.
That's just what it's going to be.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a proud Latina. My last name is Gutierrez. You gotta roll the R's.
Yeah, you do. Congratulations.
Yeah, so it was just one of those things that I never thought I would have to. I don't know. You never think when you're doing the first, when you're being Taft-Hartley'd into Screen Actors Guild that you'd ever need to explain your name to people.
But you do.
Just don't. So yeah, now I am. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm like Paul David. The third on IMDb. There are like 100 of us. My name's so easy. I hate that shit. So that's it. That's like a really easy story. So you were in Boston.
Why didn't you go for Camila Red?
I think I don't know, it just sounded funny.
How about just Red Gray?
There we go. There we have it.
Okay, so you guys have a lot of great fans, and
we do.
A super fan wrote to us today and said that she has tons of questions that you have never ever been asked. So
I love that.
That
bring it on.
If I ask these questions, that this will be the interview that UHH fans will be talking about for ages.
She's doing our PR too.
Totally. So some of them are really specific about like set list and why you change your set list, but I think everyone changes their set list to keep it fresh, right?
Yeah, I think you get bored.
For us,
we get bored easily with our own selves.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, I don't get bored watching them either. They're so cute. I love them. So you mentioned before. Let's go a little bit back and talk about the evolution of her and the formation of the band.
Leash, you want to take this one?
Just how it
Leash, take it.
I'll take it.
Hey, girl, take it.
Well,
take it, Leash.
Everyone's heard this one, but Cam and I, we met at a kickball game.
Yes, we were playing kickball, and I had a whole outfit on.
Feminine.
And I don't really remember Cam because I think she was way out on third base.
I was in the outfield.
Did you get
before they got to third base?
The boom, ching. Wow. I'm already playing with my cord, and we're only like 2 minutes in.
I've been playing with my cord since the show started. You can laugh, Leisha. It's okay. She's a quiet laugher. She's like a geisha.
Yeah,
Leisha the geisha.
Geisha. I like it.
Leisha the geisha.
Wow, we've come up with a whole new nickname here.
Yeah, geisha Leisha.
Thanks.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
I'm gonna call her Geisha.
Great.
Have you written your memoirs yet?
Oh my god, I love these guys. Oh, we're gonna hang out.
Oh yeah, after the show we're going
This
for
is
drinks.
going to be a special 4-hour episode of Hello Pauly Show.
What questions?
Oh my God.
All right. What was the question?
Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
so
The
kickball. So
formation.
there we were, and I didn't really remember Cam, but then we.
That is so rude.
I know.
On so
I
many
felt so
levels.
bad about it, but you were so.
She was
little.
camouflaged.
She was like
Ah!
She was like ant size out
And
there.
apparently I was wearing like a really funny goth outfit.
You were all in black, and
To
I did not
kickball?
understand.
Shocker.
I was just
Shocker.
like, why? It was like a hot summer day in LA. Why is she dressed in black? Now I know. You should see our closet. It's hilarious.
Is it
My
like
side,
black?
No, her side is everyone who sees our house. It's the first thing they say. Like
They look in the
black
closet like,
on one side.
oh right, okay, got it.
Yeah.
How come you have so many people looking in your closet when they come to your house?
I don't know.
Are you hot? Is it hot in here?
They just
Yeah.
look around.
Why are you holding your armpit?
Alicia's holding her armpits like what's her name from
Like, yeah.
Superstar?
I was.
Molly Shannon.
Molly Shannon.
Like, what's going on in
I
there?
know it feels good.
So much is going on in there. You'll hear about that later, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I
so-
actually, I'm in a. Our friend is going to herbology school up in San Francisco.
In the forest, yeah.
Yeah, outside of San Francisco.
Sidebar.
Yeah, sidebar.
Sorry.
And she's like, I don't think I'm gonna use a razor because she's really out there with some serious hippies. And so in support of her, we are all growing our armpit
Until
hair
South
out.
by Southwest, we're growing our
That
armpit
makes
hair
two of
out.
us because I'm not.
And then-
I'm shaving my
and
shit.
It's the worst feeling. And Cam, you only lasted.
I lasted
about
a week.
Barely.
Because I had shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
To do.
I'm thinking about it right now.
About
Because
your
I'm
armpit
touching
hair?
my
Oh,
armpit.
remember
Yeah.
Paula
incredible.
Cole did that whole thing?
Oh,
Where
yeah.
all
So
the Cowboys gone?
disgusting,
It was-
and I wanna
It's not
quit the game.
disgusting. It's just an aesthetic choice.
It's not
No,
for you.
it's a game. It's a contest, and there's somebody. I don't know if somebody's gonna take somebody on vacation.
Is it a length
No,
contest?
it's
more of a
Guys
time
do that in a
issue.
time.
totally different way.
It's a how long can you last issue.
How long can you
Oh,
last?
Oh, wow.
So you're already out.
I'm out, and now I
Yeah.
have to think of all the gifts that I have to give everyone.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
gifts. I mean, there's prizes.
So it's like a big deal.
It's a really big deal.
The incentive wasn't good enough for me
so
to
I think
actually
that's why
last.
I'm
Anyway,
touching-
The
we-
gifts that your
myself.
friends were going to give were not what you wanted.
It sounds like a great Survivor contest.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I love to wear dresses, and I don't know what I'm gonna do this summer. Like, what am I
Oh,
gonna do?
you have to go that long?
It's months. She's in school for 9 months. It's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
So are you going to wear long sleeves
She's
at
like
the dinah?
dreadlocking that
Something
stuff.
weird. I don't know what to do.
I think you should just own it.
I feel like this is the first time I've been out in public.
Are you sweat?
Since it's happened.
Are you? Can I see? Are you sweatier? Are you? Do you? Are you
Compared
more
to everybody
sweaty?
else's, I have to say mine.
They're pretty. It's like
they're-
pretty.
It's pretty.
for
You like it,
whatever.
Cam.
It's dainty on her. It's weird.
That is weird. Well, it is
Yeah.
hot in here. I keep the temperature hot because I'm a lot like Mariah Carey, so I have to keep my fucking temperature.
Just
really,
like
if
Mariah
it's too
Carey.
hot, let us know. We'll figure it
Are
out.
you watching Idol?
I've only tuned in to watch her nuttiness.
We're
'cause
addicted.
how is it?
Love.
They're so good this
Love
year.
Nicki Minaj.
Love
Like,
her.
have a
I
huge
love
crush
Nicki
on her.
Minaj.
Love her.
Yeah.
So who knew?
Hilarious.
Who
There's
knew?
always like the big star, and then there's the breakout. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like Mariah Carey is obviously a huge
Yeah.
star,
Sure.
but Nicki Minaj is delivering like some goods.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
She's
I love
so
that.
interesting. to
And
watch.
Mariah, you know what I love about Mariah Carey? Like, okay, first of all, let me just say, I love Mariah Carey, even though I talk about her all the time, like, pretty bad. What? She lip syncs? Huh? Who? So, her new song sounds like Britney Spears. What? So, she always
like a
turns her
computer.
head. She's always like turning her head to the left. So every time that it shows her, she'll talk, but her head will be like turned to the left.
It's a good
Bad
side.
Every time she talks her good side, I love it
Oh,
so
I
much.
can't wait to watch
She's
that.
so aware of everything that's happening. Anyway, so tell us
So-
about the evolution of her.
Anyway, so
Then we.
I think
so
this is
took-
pretty common knowledge. She
Yeah.
cold called me after the kickball game. We had mutual friends.
I wanted to start a band.
She wanted to start a band.
I
called
heard
me.
Cam was really good at music.
Everything.
Everything.
No.
So we got together. We played each other music that we dug, and then
That's the bottle, isn't it?
within a week, we had a drummer. We had Alicia Warrington, and then
Yeah, and then we got signed like 6 months later. So it was a really quick.
That's amazing. And you've
progress.
talked about wanting to possibly go to another label. Is that something you're still thinking about?
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
think we've gone through the gamut of being, DIY people and trying to do everything on our own, and it's really fun and it's really rewarding.
we've
but at
learned
the same time,
so
It's really
much.
hard.
It's so
It's
hard. And
It's
so
so
I think
hard.
we're kind of, either we stay on this level, kind of median level, or we use the goods of a record company.
Does the
and
internet
marketing
help
power.
these
It
days?
absolutely does. I
Yeah.
mean, our fans are amazing, and I think
everything.
the internet has exponentially helped us stay in the game. I think that if the same thing had happened to us 10 years ago without the social media, we would have probably not existed anymore because we wouldn't have had the mechanism to do that marketing.
The
on our
grassroots
own.
movement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that said, I think that the Twitters and the Vines and all the social media that we have our hands in is so helpful, and we're able to maintain it without a myriad of people helping us and like staff and all that kind of stuff.
It's a lot. It's a lot of work. We talk about it all the time. We talk about it. We've talked about this on our show before. That it takes so. I mean, we work so hard to maintain a level. If you're not A-list and things aren't always offered to you constantly,
totally.
You have to work really hard to maintain your level of success and take all of your opportunities.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It's amazing. By the way, speaking of the internet, this is just a random sidebar. Wikipedia says that Leisha is 6 years old.
Oh my God.
That's amazing.
Have you seen that?
No, but I love that.
You're 6. She is 6.
It is Benjamin Buttons.
She's Leisha Button.
Leisha
Button.
Aw, cute as a button.
Leisha Button. Geisha Button.
Geisha Button.
She's gonna have like a total long ass name by the end
You
of this.
ruined my life.
Harry Geisha Buttons.
Harry, Geisha, Leisha Buttons so far. You guys are both, so you both worked with various people in acting, music. What is the best thing about, best and worst? What are the best and worst? Spit it out, radio host. What are the best and worst things?
The same questions?
No, these are some of mine.
You're kind of mixing it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I interspersed some of hers, and then we're going to get to like some fan questions like in total later.
Okay, got it.
So I'm interspersing.
Okay.
So what are the best things about working with each other now that you're lovers?
It's really interesting because
which is the next question, because everyone wants to know how that evolved, because they were doing, and when I was doing research, I would see a bunch of like interviews, and they're both like, we couldn't be more different.
Yeah.
We are like oil and vinegar.
Yeah. Now they're not. So what are the best and worst things about working together?
Well, now it's just funny because we have a house together and there's so many other things to do besides music. That's the issue. It's like we have to literally
coordinate your black clothes.
Yeah,
exactly.
We have to schedule, work.
Yeah, we have to
make
schedule
ourselves, go in the studio at certain hours but we do now. Like I'll wake up before Cam. I'll take my coffee and
barely.
A little. No,
barely.
You wake up early now.
I do. I wake up early.
Great.
I used to be a late riser. Now I'm an early riser. I have
early?
coffee. I'm an adult.
Yeah.
You are. It's called growing up. I went 21 days recently without coffee.
Ew. Oh God.
It was hard. It was 21 days without coffee and alcohol.
That's that's great. It's good for you.
It was.
Way to go.
It was fine. I'm
It was
back.
a cleanse.
I'm back to
Now we're back.
I'm back to both. We're actually having wine in the studio today.
A buttery Chardonnay.
A buttery Chardonnay. Is
To
it gone?
ease the nerves.
That might account for some
Okay,
of the
so let's
hotness.
talk about how you guys got
so
together.
I'll wake up and then I've recently learned how to make beats.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's been fun.
Beets?
And then
I'm growing beets.
You are?
Oh, you're growing. That's so.
Leisha's growing them under her
How you
arms.
tied that in.
It's so funny. Like
I built
the
Cam.
evolution of us is hilarious because we've gone from being complete strangers to whatever to now we're living together and I'm growing beets in the garden.
Do you put cheese with it? Like
I built
crumbles?
her
Don't.
garden boxes and she
Beets
has
and feta are
this
good
huge
to comment.
vegetable garden. It's amazing.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
And
Nice.
she pulled her first beet like 2 days ago.
You did? Did
I
you
was
cook
very
it?
exciting.
Did you-
No, it's still in the fridge.
It's in the fridge.
It's so
Oh,
sad.
eat
It's
it
kind of
soon.
like you don't. It's so cute and
It's like the top layer of your wedding cake that you freeze.
Yeah.
It's your first beat.
Stare
Oh,
at
our
it.
first beat.
Maybe
you
I'll.
can put it
should
like
see her
between a
Brussels
book or something,
sprouts.
like a
My Brussels
rose.
sprouts are cute.
Her
They're
Brussels
so
sprouts are like
tiny.
the size of peas.
I love
We'd like to see your Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
I would
So
love to
good.
show you my Brussels sprouts.
Well, we'll see how much more wine we drink. No, the beets with like cheese
Yeah,
crumbles.
yeah.
Delish.
Yeah, feta. Beets and feta.
Feta.
Good combo.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Good combo. Okay, so fans are talking about how it seemed like you guys weren't getting along and stuff. So how did that evolve?
Not getting along.
No, not getting along. I'm sorry. That you were just opposites. And
We
then
were.
We still
not getting along. It's a
No, I
Chardonnay.
guess we're sort of less opposite now.
No, we're still pretty opposite. I mean, we operate on totally different
Yeah,
levels.
that's
I
true.
think that it's funny. Our signs are she's a Cancer and I'm a Capricorn, and on the zodiac we're polar opposites of the, as far as like our qualities or whatever, and we're supposed to be drawn to each other, etc. So I think that we haven't changed. We're still very different.
Yeah.
But-
and working together a lot of times. Like,
but now I'm just getting it in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, you are.
But working together creates this safety, because especially when you're an artist and like, just getting up in it with beats and cheese. Boom.
She got her beat up in it.